Hello, my name is Ron Burrell, and I'm here with my wife Susie, and we're thankful for the opportunity to celebrate with you 40 years of salvation. And really, in the Christian life, that's what it's all about, is the celebration of salvation. And 40 years ago seems like a long time to some, but to us, or to God, it's just a blink of an eye. And as we were pastoring there in Flagstaff, it just seems like yesterday in a lot of ways that we were there, and we were celebrating actually 200 years in the birth of our nation. And what I mean by that is that Flagstaff has this celebration called Powwow Days. And they were celebrating that year, and the theme was 200 years of the birth of our nation. And so they dressed me up as an old-time preacher, and we had a float that had a guitar and piano, and in the back of the float, we were passing out tracts and flyers. And on that flyer was an invitation to a movie called Gospel Road, starring Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson, and others, and Bill Trujillo, who has since gone on to be with the Lord, was one of our church members, and he was inviting Larry and his two traveling companions who were camped out in a tent near to where Bill was living. And he kept inviting them, I think, more than once, but they came that night. Bill was all excited, I remember. And that night, they came forward and accepted Jesus as their personal Savior. And that was the beginning of what we're celebrating here, and that is salvation. 40 years ago, that night, on, I believe it was the 4th of July. And that was the beginning of something that we got to participate in. And it was a joy to us to see Larry and his two traveling companions jump right in and become involved in church, and become involved in Bible studies, and we did outreaches. And I mean, I remember Larry was involved in one of the bands playing congas, and we did baptismals where we would go down to Oak Creek Canyon near Sedona, and sometimes it was cold, sometimes it was colder, but we baptized people there, and as a declaration of their faith in Jesus Christ. And that's what we're celebrating here, is that salvation. And that's really what it's all about. We're thankful for the opportunity to share with you in this celebration. And we thank God for Pastor Huck and his lovely wife, Tiz. We wish you all the very best in Jesus. God bless you.